Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. It's been a little while since I uploaded a video. Life's just been kind of nothing really exciting to report, just busy. I don't know about y'all, but going from Thanksgiving, being off work for Thanksgiving and Black Friday and then getting right back into the work week was a bit of a whirlwind for me. It was rough, I'm not gonna lie. And here we are approaching Christmas. I mean, this year is just, it's flying by. Gosh, November was like 5 minutes. Anyway, I hope y'all are doing really well. I hope you had a great week. I hope you're getting ready for the weekend, winding down. I wanted to come on here and do kind of a holiday look. Tis the season for holiday parties, concerts, if you're a musician. So I figured I'd come on here and just do a simple holiday glam-ish look that isn't too hard to recreate. What I'm going to be doing actually is using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Now, this I believe is discontinued. Don't hurt me. I believe it's discontinued. It was a limited edition palette. You may still be able to get it on like eBay or something like that, but it's a really pretty palette. It lives up to its name, sultry. It's got some really gorgeous shimmers and smoky tones in here. So we're gonna be playing with that today. I'm also going to be using my Stila, what is it called? I'm not prepared. Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow. This stuff, if you have not used it, is absolutely stunning. It's very easy to apply, it dries super quick, and the payoff is absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna be playing with that. I'm trying to use up some stuff that I have laying around. And I figured it would be a nice little holiday look. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this look. I made this introduction longer than I really wanted it to be. So if you have any ideas what you'd like to see in my next video, as always, drop a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. If you are subscribed and you have not rung the bell icon below the screen, that will notify you of my next upload. So make sure you ring the bell as well. So let's just go ahead and get started on this look. All right, so as I mentioned before, we are going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. It has some really gorgeous smoky tones and some pearlescent shades in here. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I figured I haven't used it in a while, so I may as well go ahead and play a little bit. I'm gonna move y'all a little bit closer, let's see, without knocking you over. There. Now you can see every pore on my face. Anyway, what else is new, right? All right, so what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M513 brush. It's a fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to dip it in this shade Twig right here. It's kind of a, it's a neutral brown. It's not too cool, not too warm, and I feel like that would be a good crease shade for us to start with. So I'm gonna dip dip my brush in that a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and work that into the crease for our transition shade. I like that tone. It's not, again, it's not too warm, not too cool. And I'm just taking that out towards the brow as I usually do, towards the edge of the brow rather. And just blend it till there are no harsh lines. just work it into the crease, the natural, follow the natural, what's the word? Natural socket, I guess, in your eye. If you get a little bit on the lid, that's no big deal. We're just kind of getting the general shape here. And then I kind of bring it down a little bit. So have you all finished your Christmas shopping or started your Christmas shopping? I am embarrassed to say that I have not. We're gonna get there at some point. Work has just been really busy. Finances are always tough. You know, especially with rent at the beginning of the month, all of my bills hit pretty much at the same time, that auto draft. Ooh, tell you, a little bit of a struggle. But, you know, still have, it's been a little bit of a struggle, but we've all been there, right? So I think I'm gonna do a lot of baking this Christmas. Baking is a good option because you can make a lot of stuff at once. It's more cost efficient, and who doesn't like baked goods? So that's gonna be my plan for this Christmas. All right, so we have that transition shade down, and as I said, don't worry if you get some on the lid. We're gonna go in and cut that out anyway. This is just to kind of get that crease shade going. Okay, so we have that going. You can see that's a nice neutral wash of color. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color right here called Dystopian. It's that darker, the light's kind of washing out, it's that darker brown shade right there. And I'm going to use that on the outer corner. So just dip my brush in that, bang it off, and use that to kind of build up the outer corner, give the eye a little more dimension. I don't know what my neighbors are doing, y'all, I swear. All right, so we're still staying with that brown shade. Remember, just pick up a little bit at a time. Don't overload your brush with pigment. You can always add more, but you can't take away. And remember that where you first place your brush on the eye, that's where the most pigment is gonna go. So as I said before, don't start your brush in the middle of your eye because you'll end up with a big blob of pigment in the middle of your eye, and that's not really what we're going for. We're kind of going for a gradient. Well, not kind of, we are going for a gradient effect. Okay, so that's kind of the base that we have going on right now. I'm gonna go back in after we do our glitter, and I'm gonna kind of deepen up the eyes again, because once we lay that glitter shadow down, it's probably gonna cover up a little bit of it, and I wanna be able to go back in and re-intensify it, I guess is the word. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the chase. And I'm going to go in with my, as I mentioned before, this is the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. This is in the shade Smoldering Satin. It is an absolute gorgeous shade. I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. It is just a stunning, just glitter shadow. It is really, really pretty. Look at that. So it reflects really nicely. It's more cool than the camera's picking up, but ooh, look at that. That does things to me. That does things to me. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna go in directly with the applicator because it deposits really nicely and you get a more opaque look when you use the wand. So this is what the wand looks like. It's a flat, not quite a doe foot. It's like a flattened doe foot, I guess is the technical term. I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take that on the lid. So I'm gonna take it, I'm not gonna go into the crease, I'm just gonna take this on the lid itself, go into the inner corner. Look at that, isn't that freaking stunning? It is absolutely stunning. I don't know. Whew. Gosh, it looks, and it looks really intense right now, but once we get the liner on and everything, it's gonna come together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. So I think this calls for some winged liner because why not? Again, this is my Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. This is my absolute favorite liner for, you know, just to use every day. It goes on super smoothly and it's drugstore, so can't get any better than that. So let's go ahead and do some winged liner. All right, so winged liner is done. Actually, let me fix that a little bit. The one thing about this shadow is that it does have some fallout to it, so you may want to do your eyes before you do your face if you're working with glitters. Now, I think what I am going to do is go over that, well, first I'm going to drop my brush because, you know, anyway, what I'm going to do next is go in with my Morphe M431, and I'm going to take, excuse me, the hiccups, I'm going to take my black shade right here, and I'm going to go over that eyeliner just a little bit to intensify it. Okay, and now like I said before, we're going to go in a little bit and deepen up that outer crease again. This is a BH Cosmetics number 21. I got it in a set. So I'm going to go in with more of that dystopian shade right here, that warmer brown or that darker brown that we used on the outer corner. And I'm just going to kind of deepen up that outer corner a little bit more. Just ever so slightly. And I'm going to take that up into the crease a little bit just to give more definition. And I know this may be blasphemy in the makeup community, but I actually like doing some of my eyeshadow once I have my liner on because you get the shape of your eye down a little bit better. Once you have that shape defined a little more, it's a little easier to do shading, contouring, if that makes any sense at all. Probably not, but I just got black eyeshadow all over myself. That's great. Good job, Leah. So we're gonna take that dystopian shade, that dark brown, and we're gonna go under the eye. Take that on the lower lash line on the outer half. Like I've mentioned before, you don't, if you have smaller eyes or hooded eyes, you don't want to bring the shadow all the way into the inner corner on the bottom line because it will, on the bottom lash line, because it will close your eye off and make them look small. And of course my eyes are plenty, you know, plenty big enough, but I still follow suit and keep it to the outer half. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with that BH Cosmetics brush that we used for the outer corner touch up. And I'm going to take that Twig shade that we used for our transition right here. Is that Twig? Yeah, that's Twig right there. And I'm going to run that along the bottom lash line as well. And it kind of smokes it out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with some mascara. You could do falsies, but I have not been using them. As I mentioned in a previous video, I've just been kind of using my own natural lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of my Kush mascara. I got more, so thank God. I was almost having withdrawals. It's my favorite mascara of life. For those of you who've never tried it, it's by Milk Makeup, and it's called Kush, and it's got cannabis oil in it. So it is nourishing to your lashes. My lashes don't feel brittle when I use it, and I haven't found a mascara I like better, so. And I just poked myself in the eye. Ooh. So when you find that one mascara that you love, you stick with it, you know, until they discontinue it. Hopefully that won't happen. I will cry. Here we go. That's it for the mascara. And so I mentioned before that this liquid eyeshadow kind of has some fallout to it. So what I do is I take a fluffy brush or like a stipple brush, and when you do have fallout on your cheeks, what you can do is you take it and just run it upwards like that, so the glitter gets caught in the bristles. When you wipe it down, it can spread more. So just lift it up like that. You can also take a clean eyeshadow brush and do the same thing. So, okay, we got it off. There were little flecks of glitter. There's nothing wrong with glitter on your cheeks, but you know, sometimes that's not the look you're going for. So I think we're gonna do a little bit of contour next. So I'm gonna take my Sephora contour in the shade Second Chance. For my fair skinned gals, this is a great shade for us because it's not too warm, not too cool. It's a good shade to kind of form a shadow, the illusion of a shadow on your face. So it's a good one. So I'm gonna take that on a stipple brush. I've been using my stipple brush for contour lately and I really like it. It just makes it look a little softer. So I'm gonna put that on the hollows of my cheeks. Just like that. See, it just adds a little bit of a subtle contour right there. I also like to do my jawline and the double chin as per usual. Am I gonna take some? Yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit of bronzer. This is just my Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 01 called Sunlight. This is drugstore, and again, it's a good tone for fair skin. Just adds a little bit of warmth. I'm gonna take that on another BH Cosmetics. The number is not on here, it's faded because I've used it so much. So just gonna take a little bit of that and just warm up the cheeks a little bit. This smells like coconut, it smells so good. We're gonna add a little bit of highlight because I want to. As if this weren't enough glitter already, we're gonna add some to the cheeks and to the nose because, again, there's nothing better than a good glow. So I'm gonna go in with my trusty Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting highlighting palette. This also is limited edition, so I'm so sorry. Ooh, there's stuff flying around. But you can find a lot of really good, you know, comparable highlighting palettes to this one. So I'm just gonna go on the cheek, the top of my cheekbone, just like that, add a little bit of glow. Oh, that's so pretty. And I always hit the Cupid's bow too. Just a little bit. Some people don't like the nose highlight, but I like it. All right, guys, that completes this look. I hope you all enjoyed it. As I said previously, if you like this video, if you learned something, if you thought it was interesting, or if you want to see more looks like this, or if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see, please leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already. And again, if you are subscribed and you have not rang the bell or hit the icon down below, that will notify you of my next upload. So be sure to ring that bell as well. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Please stay safe. If I do not see you in another video before the holidays, I hope you all have a safe and enjoyable holiday. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then, be blessed. Bye.